Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. Final Fantasy 16, again, continuing. This is the 6th Final Fantasy stream. We are a bit more than halfway through the game. Hopefully make some good progress today. And yeah. Sorry that stream is a little late. Got caught up doing some other stuff. And I'm also thinking, just as a heads up, that today's stream might be a bit shorter than usual for Thursday ones. Yeah, just as a heads up. Hello, Master. Welcome to the stream. Hello, anybody who's lurking. Welcome to the stream. Just sharpening his blade, perfecting his get 'em as well as other such catchphrases. I know. I mean, I gotta make sure that I am fully embodying the Clive experience. What can I say? So another 6 streams, or is the endgame a bit more compressed? I'm not sure. I was only basing it on like the number of main story quests, so I'm not sure about the actual length. Generally speaking, it says it's like a 30 to 45 hour game, depending on how much of the side content you do. I've been doing all of the side stuff, and I've also been, doing a good amount of chatting and stuff. So I think, the 6 or the 5 that we've done so far are probably around like 20 to 25 hours worth. I'm hoping it won't take another 6 streams though. Like, I'm enjoying the game, don't get me wrong, but like, gotta keep it varied and do some different stuff. So hoping that the one today goes well and we can make some good progress in the story. I'll have do I still have the list pulled up? I do still have the list pulled up, so I can check towards when we're finishing to see how much progress we made. Alright, so in the last stream, what did we do? We went to the mothercrystal, destroyed it, fought some crazy thing that came out of it, parted ways with Sid, did some side quests, did some hunting quests, which are like a new type of thing that we got, and now we are on the main quest to go to the second mothercrystal.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company.
Ever the charmer.
I am very charming, thank you.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then. The mothercrystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it.
All right, lore, world lore.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm, or rather, its church does.
I think they were like the enemy that we were supposed to potentially be fighting, like at the beginning of the game,
to manipulate the masses.
before we got betrayed.
No.
By my own mother.
Is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mothercrystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they
I guess they're not really wrong about that. Lo and behold.
Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the
Mother this,
foothold
mother
they
that,
need
mother
to
crystal,
march on
mother
alien
dragon, where the
soil
father's at.
when next they
I guess
spy
this is
on
a
opportunity.
matriarchy.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
All right. So I have a side quest too, though. Probably gonna knock that out first. Just, you know, get some extra awards and stuff, and then we can do the main quest. So let's see, what did I need to do? Speak with the butcher. Okay. Where is that guy?
Typical nobles, cowering behind their walls rather than joining the fight.
Hello?
You could have sworn we had
Oh, Martha's Rest. I'm not at Martha's Rest. That would explain it. Culinary pilgrimage.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, well.
The dude's name is Flesher, and he's a butcher.
I got the goods.
Unwanted violets. If
Why, you're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And even if they were,
do these.
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Ah, yes. Go fight some scorpions. Yay. Why are they so far away? Holy crap.
Stay sharp.
Have to walk so far. How do I summon my, like, chocobo again? Oh, maybe I can't do it because I'm still inside the city. Hello, Sonny. Welcome to the stream. A mafia nickname? Flesher? I would not want to mess with a guy named Flesher. Using mother as an adjective, not as a noun, denoting the crystal's motherness as being the first crystal, not as being a crystal that sired other crystals. That makes sense. Hello, Chocobo.
Ready, go?
Hello. Where do you think the last name Baker or the first Hunter came from? I had never actually thought about it before, but I guess in the olden times, they probably just name people after, like, their jobs.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Eat this, scorpions. Wow, these guys have a lot of health for just a plain old scorpion. Is Jill not with me? Has she abandoned me? Oh, there she is. Okay. Very glad to see she has not abandoned me. We still need that ship to happen. Uno más. Adios. Unwanted violet. Okay.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
All right, back to the hideout. Complete the quest, and then on to the main quest. Surnames were invented that way. What's your last name? I don't know what that is. What do you do? I bake. Your last name is Baker. I mean, it makes sense. So then it's like, I guess then you could almost read it as like first name to the last name. So it's like, if you're a baker, it's like John the Baker, Mark the Baker, Michael the Baker, Jim the Baker. So it would just be shortened to like Jim Baker.
Did you find,
Sure did, bud.
I did indeed.
And it's nasty.
marvelous. Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Into...
That looks horrific. I would
I
never touch
present
that.
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Agreed.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
I don't know, bro.
Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water.
I mean, it's like scorpion venom. What do you think?
Up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It
Big,
takes a moment
meaty
to recover from
claws.
such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine.
Really, that's... Okay.
I must share this gift. I want a single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I don't know about that, man. Shoemaker, Tanner, Mason, Archer, Potter, Wheeler, Carver, Cook are examples of first and last names that are also jobs. The list is fairly big. I had never actually thought about it, but like looking through that list,
I wonder what other surprises await me on my pilgrimage.
like in person, I think only one of those. I know somebody who has a last name like that, but like for all people everywhere, especially when I think about like baseball players, because I know a lot of baseball player names thanks to fantasy baseball. Like I know at least one player with Shoemaker, Tanner, Mason, Archer, Wheeler, and Smith in the name. Potter and Carver and Cook, I can't think of one. They probably exist. It's a big sport. The teams are very large. Smith is like the most common name there is, I feel like. Oh, Harry Potter. I was only thinking about real people, but yes, if you're counting fictional ones, that for sure works.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath. Were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the crystalline orthodox.
All right.
The man who made
Revenge
me do all
tour
those
time.
unspeakable things.
Let's do this, Jill.
I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
It's what I need to do
Yeah.
to put the past behind me. And I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the mother crystal together.
Can you get together
Even when
already?
Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
All right. Off we go. Another main quest. Drake's Breath. The boiling sea. Probably not somewhere you want to go swimming.
Useful trick. Freezing and throwing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
Don't you death flag me right now, Jill. Don't even think about it.
All right.
Is that the crystal?
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Yeah, it could be the temperament as well.
Drake's breath.
As somebody who doesn't like the ocean and is scared of it, not something I would want to be in if that was the definition either. Whether it's the temperature or the turbulence. It's probably the turbulence. Gotta give the whatever the cost cliche. True. Every big fantasy RPG epic
Strong currents,
has gotta use that line at least one time.
Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Fire and ice. And what number
We
main
always
quest
imagined
is
when we
that?
Came here, it would be to reclaim it.
Number 29 out of 49. Okay, so this means we're like, this is like the 60% point.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it.
The perfect little shortcut.
I think this is a new song. I haven't heard this one before. Like for the soundtrack.
They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Alright, take down all the creepy plants. Bada boom, bada boom. Alright, creepy plants destroyed.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Famous last words, Jill.
Very well.
Over here!
Ah, big guy.
This won't be easy. Over here! Get him! This one.
Oh, it's a minotaur.
Get him! This one.
Wise men say if safety breeds complacency, then only the paranoid will survive. That makes sense. They'd be the only one, like, actually, like, looking out for themselves in that case. Once again, attacked in the middle of my animation. That is to say, if you must remain ever vigilant in safety, then you're not safe and will always remain paranoid. That's kind of how I am, I assume. Just because I'm like the anxious type. I'm like always looking out for that stuff.
Nice try.
Minotaurs are cooler than centaurs. I totally agree. 100% with you on that, Master. I think I'm thinking about Fate. That's like my favorite mobile game, one of my favorite franchises. I think there is a centaur servant as well as a minotaur servant. The minotaur is the one from the labyrinth. Asterios, I think the name is. And then the centaur is like, is it Chiron? He was like Achilles' teacher, I think. Hello, Crow. Welcome to the stream. Doing all right. How about you? Very gross weather where I am today.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
What is it, Clive? A trap? Uh-huh.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't
That was the very, very first big enemy I fought in the game. Back like in the first stream.
times. Be sure to keep clear of his paw.
Believe me, I mean to.
Clearly you didn't keep Corrosive the breath then, Jill. The Morble. Please don't hit me with the tentacles. Come on, I dodged. I freaking dodged. It's been raining almost every day. That makes the lights go out continuously. I hate when that happens. Like when the lights flicker. Everything else is fine. That's good to hear. What do you have something in mind for the cover? Oh, right. You said after the Radiohead ones, it was going to be the Miku ones, I think. Have you already recorded it? Rusty on Ancient God stories, but yeah, it was a test with a Minotaur in a maze. Yeah, it was something like that.
I still can't believe they can jump. But these things have roots.
Alright, that was some good damage right there with my limit break thing. I keep forgetting to even use that. I'll record the rhythm and lead guitar as I was practicing a few minutes ago. Nice. Very nice. I actually, a couple days ago, I think I watched that Zensei cover that you did, where, like you had cover vocals in Spanish, I think it was. I thought that was cool, just to hear it in a different language. The point of crying wolf is not to not lie, but not to tell the same lie twice. I honestly never even thought about that as that being the point, but that makes sense. Limit break, baby! Or not limit break. These freaking tentacles, man. Do I look like an anime girl to you? Alright, this thing is basically dead. Oh my god. Of course, I very nearly get one-shotted. Right when I say, oh, it's almost dead. Classic. Don't open my big mouth. I used to listen to a lot of Vocaloid covers. You have any favorites, Master? Like favorite songs? One-man band. I wish I could play instruments, man. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but when I was in middle school, I think 6th grade, maybe 7th, I got an acoustic guitar for Christmas, or my birthday. I don't remember which, because I was like, oh, you know, I would love to play guitar. I love rock music. It'd be super fun. So I got one. I spent like maybe 30 minutes, an hour, like watching some tutorial video or some chords. I learned how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I never played it again. I can still play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but that's it. I can check after the stream, Crow, yeah.
Was that what cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Get him! Over here! Sick him!
What's up here? Damn. So is this like a secret path? Would you like to learn? I give... Oh, you actually give lessons? That's cool. Is that like a side gig for you or your main job or something? It's one of those things that I think, like, in theory, I would still like to, but I think I have... It's not carpal tunnel, but it's something like that. So I don't think I can actually play because my fingers, like, I get this really annoying, like, tingling between them if I move my fingers. Like, for instance, when I play Guitar Hero or Rock Band, like, I can only play it for a very short period of time before my hand starts, like, tightening up, I guess, and getting this, like, painful tingling in it. So I don't think I could actually play it, unfortunately. It's the reason why, like, I don't play rhythm games anywhere near as much as I used to. I still play them, I still like them, but I have to really, like, spread them out. So, like, for a while, I was doing one per week, and even in those ones, they weren't the ones that I need to, like, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, DJ Max. Those are the ones that, of course, they're my favorite ones, but those are the ones that, like, set off my hand the most, for whatever reason. So those ones I need to spread out more. Stuff like Rhythm Sprout or Atify, like, those don't bother me as much, because it's just one finger. Or two fingers, compared to, like, your whole hand. That was a really long-winded explanation to say, like, in theory, I wish I could, but in practice, just knowing how my hand is, I don't think I could actually do it. Which is a bummer. My middle school fantasy was playing Don't Stop Believing by Journey at the school talent show and being, like, absolutely crushing it, and then everybody loving me. What like a middle school boy fantasy to have, huh? What is that? Salamander? I teach guitar, Spanish, and English online. Nice. Man of many talents. How long have you been playing for? Like, actual guitar? Alright, this thing is basically done for. At least it's a much shorter fight than that freaking Minotaur was. There we go. There we go.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
That looks very nice. Started playing when I was 15, so 18 years ago. Damn. I think I started playing Guitar Hero when I was like 11. I was really good at it. I was really good at it. Yeah, unfortunately, my hands can't quite keep up like they could back in the day. I think, Master, you said you actually, like, full combo through the Fire and Flames or something, right? Click Clack, English cover and JP version. Echo. Paradichlorobenzene? Paradichlorobenzene, that's a mouthful. World's End Dance Hall, I know. Oh, can you freeze it, Jill? You have, like, ice power, right?
This is going to be close. Come on!
Good job, Jill. Very handy.
do that again.
No. Let's not.
I can play 4 or 5, but haven't played in a while since late or out of high school, so I need some time to flame off the rust. Yeah, always need time to get rid of the rust.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Are those the bombs that explode? Can I get some more like healing items or something? How are you supposed to fight these things? Like, if you get too close, they're gonna explode because they're bombs.
We aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
One time, then never again. Hey, one time is still one more than most people will ever hope to ever do.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
One question: in which hand do you have the? I actually have it in both hands, Crow. Unfortunately. I think in my left hand, which is like I'm a righty, so I would be strumming with my right hand and notes with my left. With my left hand, it bothers me more like in between each of my fingers. And then with my right hand, it bothers me more in between my thumb and my pointer finger. And then like down the side of my thumb, like towards my wrist. I went to the doctor and everything, like they did an EKG and some other tests, and based on that, they were like, no, I mean, it looks fine. We don't think it's carpal tunnel. But I'm like, this has been going on for like 10 years for me. So I don't understand why, but I know the activities that tend to set it off, like the tingling or the pain or whatever, is rhythm games, like Guitar Hero, DJ Max, that type of stuff. If I type a lot, if I play mobile rhythm games like Bang Dream type things, those are the main offenders. But yeah, it happens in both hands.
Hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well,
A red
whatever it
moose.
is, I don't think it's friendly.
Really, Clive? I wouldn't have guessed. You just trying to be funny?
Let's try. Get him.
Let's just light him up. I don't want this to take forever. That barely did anything, man. All right, light him up. Light him up.
Let's try.
Oh, come on, man. Normal for your body to get tired when it's not used to an activity. Usually happens when you first start playing. Yeah, for sure. Like, I know it happens too with like working out. Like when I started working out, I would be ridiculously sore for like 2 or 3 days after. Like my shoulders, arms, legs, chest, back, whatever I was doing the exercise for, it would just be brutal. And once I got used to working out, I might be a little sore if it was like a really intense day, but for the most part, the soreness didn't really happen or bother me anymore. But in this case, I think it's a bit more than just the wear and tear, or like not wear and tear, a bit more than like the equivalent of like the workout thing. Like for me, it gets so painful that I have to completely stop the activity. And it's been going on for years. Like, I've tried wrist braces, I've tried compression gloves, I tried going to the doctors. Like, at this point, they've, like, started to suggest occupational therapy. Because for my job, I'm on a computer all the day. So when I'm typing all day, it will, like, set my hands off and my wrists. And, like, I have to stop typing or else it hurts too much. But I can't stop typing because it's my job. So, yeah, they've started to suggest that as, like, the main thing that I can try, but I've tried every other thing I can possibly imagine. It's super annoying. Like, it doesn't prevent me from typing or from, like, you know, playing a game. It will completely prevent me from playing, like, rhythm games, though. Like, it will just get to the point where I can't. Like, I physically can't. Which is why I have to do it in short bursts. Or, like, the games, or the times I have done rhythm game streams, I, like, take breaks between songs to try and, like, not go too hard. I also get this, like, sharper pain, like, in my wrist if I bend my hand in certain ways. I don't know how to describe it. My wrists and my fingers are, like, my biggest enemy. Like, I can work around it for my day-to-day stuff, but, like, specific activities will just can get brutal. Or really any other instrument, but sometimes that can be accompanying pain that is adjacent to the regular wear and tear. Yeah, I think that's probably what this case is. I mean, I haven't tried that occupational therapy. It's totally possible that if I did that, I might, like, learn something that I could use to help, but
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
a few years ago, Steve Vai ended up in the hospital because he held down a cord too long. Really? Just from holding a cord down too long?
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Peaceful creatures, but you call them demons? Who is Steve Vai, bro? Is he in a band, or is he just like a soloist? I don't recognize the name. Piano is another one that, like, I wanted to learn, but I think that would set me off just as much, if not more, than guitar would. Because that's both hands just actively, like, constantly going with your fingers. Whereas guitar, it's really just whatever one you're doing the notes on. Like, the strumming one still, because I have the wrist thing that happens, but, like, it's one hand versus two for the most part, with, like, the finger usage. Whoa. How come Torgal is, like, not healing me in fights anymore? And this thing is a bit of a bitch to fight. It moves so fast compared to the other things. Torn ACL will affect you even if you're just exercising. In addition to the wear and tear, I have a pinky injury from work, and now I can't really use that finger as much. The one playing piano because it hurts. Yeah, I can imagine. In piano, I assume pointer fingers are still the most important, but like, are there certain fingers that are more or less important? Got to start as a guitar player in the 80s. Bands like Alcatraz, artists like Frank Zappa. And he was in a movie called Crossroads. I think I've heard of Frank Zappa. I haven't heard of the other ones, though.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
This dude just turned into Typhlosion from Pokemon. Currently has a band and makes records like Steve Vai. Gotcha. This guy is really messing me up, man. Alright, unleash all the abilities. Come on. I'm gonna do all the abilities, then I'm gonna use my limit break thing. After he gets back to this. Or after he gets his, like, break gauge back. Alright, we got Speedy McGee over here, my guy. Come on. Relax. That didn't do anywhere near as much as I thought it would. I feel like my damage is just way too low still. Like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or... But these fights feel like they take too long. All fingers are pretty much equally important for speed and accuracy. Like, you might use some letter of the alphabet less, but they're no less important. That makes sense, yeah. Well, I mean, I think something like a vowel is more important than like a Z. But 99% of the time, I get you. Yeah. Really, on Halo 2? I actually haven't played a Halo game front to back myself. Like, I played it at friends' houses because they had Xboxes and Halo and stuff. But I do remember the soundtrack being very, very good. Who's the composer? Like Marty O'Donnell or Martin O'Donnell, something like that. There's some in Halo 3 that are just classic. One Final Fight and Never Forget in particular. Super, super good.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
You're so considerate, Clive.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here, here.
Yeah.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
All right, Jill, lead the way. Read a sentence without vowels and it bonked me. It probably just thinks it's like spam, like you're just mashing the keyboard. Like, are there even words that don't have a vowel in them? I don't think so. So yeah, it probably just thinks you're just mishmashing.
Lady Marley, it's me, Python Buther. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
But nobody else notices us walking by? Other than her?
I'm so glad you're safe. And I you.
And shh.
Why ever would you risk coming back?
I mean, I wouldn't consider them
You a
words.
fool, girl.
More of just like
You've
sounds
been
that people
tired
make
of
in certain
fighting
situations.
already. Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left
Crypt,
undone.
glyph, hymn, cry, sis. Good examples, master.
Tell me, where is the patriarch?
Well, isn't Y considered like the sometimes
This
vowel?
hour he'll be in the
And all of
Comric,
those have Y in it.
giving
It's like a pseudo
thanks.
vowel.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
It's like A-E-I-O-U are the vowels, and then
Listen
Y
here,
is like
Jill.
pseudo.
We have company.
This way.
Burr and hmm count even if they are sound words if we're strictly looking for no vowels. Yeah, I guess that's as close as you would get then.
Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling. Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
This lady's definitely dying. That's a face of resignation if I ever saw one.
I'll live. If you promise to do
Maybe
the
not.
same.
Okay. Maybe not. But I mean, you barred the door from the soldiers. They're not going to be happy about that. Ooh, what is this new song?
Come on, Clive.
Any chests
We're
here
nearly at
before I
the
run
Comric.
away?
All
No.
right.
I need potions, man. Especially if there's going to be this big boss fight. Got some soldiers down there. Oh, there's a potion.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
This
How many freaking waves of enemies you gonna throw at me, man? It's like, is this like an organ or a synth or something? It's over. Nth is probably the best example, like to the nth degree. Sounds like organ could be synthesized, but no way to truly tell. Yeah. I do like it though. Sounds nice. Oh, hello.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Well, we are in their base, Clive. I don't know why you'd expect anything else. If I'm being objective. I pressed the wrong button to try dodging. Nice job, idiot. Pull him down. Pull him down. Farewell.
This one. Over here. Sickle.
Organ is by far the most beautiful instrument. I know, nothing really compares to hearing an organ in the intended building. Sends shivers down your spine. It is a very, very, very nice sounding one, that's for sure. I haven't really thought about what I would say my favorite, or the most beautiful one is, so to speak. It would be up there. At least for... It wouldn't be one of my favorites, but like, objectively speaking, I think it's very nice. I always like hearing it in like soundtracks and stuff. Like, it can fit super, super well. It can also be really creepy, depending how it's used. Yeah, definitely subjective, bro. Everyone's gonna have their opinions or tastes on the or what types of things they like hearing in music and sounds the best to them. I mean, really, everything is subjective. Well, most things are objective. Any type of like media or art is going to be subjective. Harp and harpsichord are second, lute is third. Harp is cool. I barely ever hear it, but yes. Violin, yeah, violin and guitar for sure. But beautifully creepy. This guy freaking screamed right when I said beautifully creepy. The voice itself, yes, 100% agree. Like every once in a while you hear those songs or live performances or whatever that like there's so much emotion behind it and you're like, oh man. $1,200 gold. Thank you. So that wasn't the way out? Because this is locked. Was there something I missed down here? There's... Oh, there's a door here. Okay.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, then you must face yours.
Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna be the big confrontation. One more fight before we can actually get in there.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
As a violin, oh my god, how do I say it like that? As a violin player, I completely agree that violin is a beautiful instrument. It definitely is. Whispering a Prayer by Steve Vai. Not off the top of my head. I might recognize it if I heard it, but at least off the top of my head, I can't place it, no. Is it an original of his, or is it from something? Pull him down. Get out of here. Clive, you're facing the wrong way. I think you should probably attack the enemy in front of you instead of just random empty space. Just a thought. Just a thought. If you don't want to take a suggestion, that's fine. But, you know, objectively speaking, probably not the best use of your resources or mana or stamina. It's an original. Please listen when you can. It's very beautiful what he does with guitar. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Chanting in unison has always kind of creeped me out. Seems like your allies are just slow and outpaced to even be of use. How did it not come up in playtesting? They might have thought it was fine balance-wise. I'm also playing on like the non-easy difficulty, so it might just be giving enemies more health. I might change it just so that the fights go faster. Because it's very grindy, I feel, some of these fights.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
See you, Crow. Hope you have a nice dinner, and thank you for stopping by the stream. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll check after the stream.
I cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it. Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster, and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me.
Kill them.
I think she's going into it willing to sacrifice herself, Master, but I don't think she actually will. She might try to. I think Clive will stop her. I don't think she would die this early in the game. If she's going to, I think it's going to be towards the end. Is that Joshua? Yeah. For sure. I think like chanting at a sports game or a soccer game, like, or any type of sports thing, like at concerts where you're singing along, that's fine. What the hell is this? Hi.
Jill! can't I do it? Please, just once.
He's got his Kamehameha scream going on. Okay, this music in the background's pretty hype.
She won't be able to hold that hole back forever.
Liquid flame. Damn, I don't get it permanently. Can I dodge any of these? My god. You're not the guy to lay down on the wire? I think I would just cut the wire. Two very different types of people there. Captain America Civil War was a really good movie. I wasted it because he freaking dashed away right before I used it. This guy moves way too fast. My guy, relax. Okay, staggered, finally. Light him up. Jill, you just gonna watch from over there? It's alright, you can catch your breath, and I'll wait. Ow. Running out of potions here. Getting a lot of parries off. I feel like I usually don't. Boy, I'm not trying to fight in lava, man. Oh, it's gonna shrink the battlefield. Jill will, like, save it again. Maybe? Yeah.
All right. I won't take long.
I don't know, man. This fight's taking forever. I don't think I buy that. What the hell? He transformed into some dog? Eat that. Garuda! Wow, the fight's halfway over. I feel like he's easier to dodge right now, but he's just so much harder to hit. I say that as I get hit. Keep my big mouth shut once again. All right, light him up. Light him up, light him up, light him up, fire. 11th hour. Oh, okay. Okay, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. That guy was, getting real serious now. Vagrant Wyvern. Oh, okay. Guess you could kamikaze me, sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, why not? Can you stop suddenly introducing new moves, like, non-stop, my guy? I don't have any healing potions left, so... Oh, sure, yeah, make me waste my thing, because you're just gonna keep flying around all over the place. That didn't even heal me like it's supposed to. Torgal kill. Torgal, why are you not healing me? Oh my god, can I hit the guy? Can you stop fucking flying all over the place? I can't do shit.
Help me, boy. Thanks, boy. Let's try.
That was an exercise. My goodness. At least I leveled up. And at least I can say I didn't die. Who even needs a freak? Alright, destroy the mother crystal, Jill.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Leo level up. Little generous with the L's, but yes, the triple L.
Here. Use this.
Imbuing my sword with, like, frost. Oh, to destroy the crystal.
Are you watching, Sid?
I'm right here, Clive.
Step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Kill him, Jill.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Why do you run up to the person who has a sword and wants to kill you?
I have killed the monster
Like, maybe try running away.
and become
That not really the
outlaw.
smartest decision.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Good riddance.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Torgal's like, can you guys stop being lovey-dovey and let's get out of here? Oh, big earthquake.
Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Hmm. Another one of those, like,
We need to leave.
Agreed.
arts. Ah. So this was misdirection. They made you think that this was Joshua because they were both wearing the hoods with the faces concealed, but they're different. That's like an enemy one who was there at Phoenix Gate, and then Joshua is just still alive somehow. Good misdirection.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
She lived. Man, that water texture and graphics on that, holy crap. I think he knew he had lost and had no reason living, so why not die at the hand of the enemy? Better than running away. I guess. Yeah, it could be a more honorable death. Not that he deserved an honorable one. What's wrong, Joshua?
This way, Your Grace.
Over under on a bridge or walkway collapsing due to an earthquake? I would say over. Likely.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please.
Is that the same medicine girl from, like, the place who tried selling something to me and Jill?
Oh, well, if you're sure.
She looks familiar.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence?
Oh, because he absorbed the thing at the end of the previous one, right?
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you
Odds
are
he's an
confident
enemy
that
for
he
us
will
in the
listen
future?
to what
Probably
you
good.
have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled, like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Nope.
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian Trail once you have recovered your strength.
Ah, what's Dhalmekian Trail? I know they've
Realize
mentioned
your
it before.
duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, YuGiOh.
That's a big ass mother crystal. Holy crap. Another meanwhile. Okay. Cutscene Palooza over here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go grab myself another drink because I finished my tea. I will be back in 1 minute. And then we can continue on with all these cutscenes. Alright. I gotta take this. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got myself a ginger ale. Got myself some chips. Have a little snack while we watch this movie cutscene length thing. I'm gonna mute myself real quick while I open the chips, so I don't annihilate your ears. Alright, we're back. The chips are opened. I'm gonna actually do one quick thing here. Okay. Alright. Let's get back to watching the cutscene, shall we?
Army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Is that Kupka?
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out the siege.
Chip crisis averted, yeah.
Stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
I really wanted some spicy chips. I have a lot, but I didn't want to start coughing like a madman.
Soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island.
So this guy's probably the giant one. Titan, I think.
Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that?
This bitch. Fuck out of here. You have a new kid?
What is the meaning?
Weren't good enough with me and Joshua?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
Just get out of here for good.
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation.
Getting existential, might have to start traveling and go on a spiritual journey.
Such shocking
For the spice, you could have a glass of milk. Nothing more refreshing than some milk.
Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the
Not a huge fan of milk.
hostilities between our nations.
I pretty much only have it like in milkshakes,
We only agree to the terms I set
cereal.
out.
Like I used to drink glasses of it when I was a kid. I don't really do it anymore. Actually, I can't
Sid
remember the
took
last time I
life
did.
of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name.
Yeah, I don't mind the burn on like my tongue from spicy stuff. It's more the coughing.
I will
Like
leave
I don't want to be
Sandra
coughing a
in
lot.
your capable hands.
I have to mute myself completely.
Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore.
Okay, human garbage. Stop talking.
Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image.
That was my drink, not me.
Soon.
Meanwhile,
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
is Jill hurt? Aren't what, Master? Give me that side quest.
Whatever.
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. And we most certainly cannot have that. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Oh, that was... yeah. Good old YouTube bonk.
Of course not. What can I do?
Oh. You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drape, but they don't deliver. Not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so...
And...
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. One. They said they'd give us new clothes.
Can I get anything new from, like, the Renown shop? Oh, yeah. As a little icon. Here we go. What am I gonna get? Tell me, Desiree.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
A rose is a rose orchestration roll?
Here you are.
What even is
Best
that?
of luck out there, Sid.
Damn, this freaking rare one that I picked up is way better than the one I already have. Oh my god, I have so many points now. Which means I can redeem this one. That'll be good for boss fights. Alright, so now I can put that on the triangle. What is it? Let's see. Does it show up here anywhere? I mean, it looked like a little chest, so is it an item? Ah, this thing. Oh, it adds a new song to the Hideaway's orchestration. So there's like a little jukebox where I can change the songs. I dropped a chip. Oh no.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Clive, you can't walk in on a lady like that.
And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
Curse? I don't like that.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Oh. What is this, a fucking high school rom-com anime? My god. You... Gav, what are you thinking?
Rosaria's under attack.
Okay, that's pretty important, but still. Come on.
This isn't the Dyrecian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. YuGiOh Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old YuGiOh has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to
Yeah, like sheet music. That's a good comparison.
Besides which, I am not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. YuGiOh Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
Squad up.
Probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Back to Rosalith then.
First he wrecked our home. Now he's wrecking yours.
Alright, let's stock up on potions. See if there's any better swords or armor or anything.
And what can I do for you?
Let me at him.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Oh wow, some more songs. 40,000 each. A little expensive. That is a good increase, but like 24,000? I only have 29,000. You're really telling me that this plain, common platinum sword weapon is stronger than my 11 bolt epic weapon?
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So what's the new one I just got? A rose is a rose. Okay. So we can hear what it sounds like. A rose is a rose. This one. What else we got?
Hunting down bearers, stringing them up.
Where's the blacksmith? Oh, another side quest down there.
Back, are ya? Sang for in India.
I mean, I don't want to get rid of my epic one, but if it's better and it's going to deal more damage, then...
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Alright. I'm not robbing you blind, lady.
What do you need?
I'd like to upgrade the weapon I just bought, please. Now it goes up to 210.
No scratches, alright?
And then I can go here to reinforce it. Bump it up to 220.
Best work.
So now it's 25 higher attack than the previous one, which is much better.
No scratches, alright? Yeah, that should do you.
Whoa. Alright, so we got slightly better gear now. Let's go get this little side quest. Is that the apple guy again? There really needs to be a sprint in this game.
Sid, we did. Nonetheless, I was wondering if apparently the Duchy is home to all manner of...
I can't say that I've had much.
A shame. You see, when those shipments are late, if we could find this flower, and however, as you are well aware... No, I'm not asking the bit... But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are... If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will... And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research.
All right, another side quest. So what do we got? I think this is where the guy who's selling the clothes is at. So far away.
Anything catch your eye? Take care out there, eh?
Why do the songs cost so much?
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
All right, Sid.
Okay, I was wrong. This is not where the clothing person is. This is where the flower thing is. Run, bro.
All right. Marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards. Right
Hello, goblins. I'm kind of still in the middle of eating my chips here, so really inconvenient timing for you to attack me. Maybe to incentivize more gameplay, I'd play more just to buy the song. Yeah, good for collecting. Good for music lovers. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's an achievement for it or something. Alright. Let's take down some goblins.
These are all moving needs, all right. Well, not as much trouble. To uncover as many as I can. Over here! Over here! This way.
Considering they're called gardeners, I feel kind of bad coming in here, killing them, and taking their flowers. Saw a tip to eat chips with a chopstick so you don't get your controller greasy, but that seems like a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I mean, I hate if the controller gets greasy too, because I'm a neat freak in that way. So generally, like, if I'm eating chips or something while I'm playing, I'm like only using maybe 2 fingers to eat the chips, and then I'm using different fingers to control the movement. It's like I'm using my like middle ring and pointer, or my pinky, ring, and middle finger to actually like play the game while I'm eating, and then I'm eating with my thumb and my pointer finger. But yeah, I hate if the controller gets kind of greasy. I think it's gross. So I also just always have like a napkin or a tissue or something on hand so that, you know, situation like this, I'm not gonna play if my finger is still kind of greasy. Like, I will wipe it off. Like, I just think if somebody were to come to my house and I were offering them a controller to play something, I would feel so embarrassed if I offered them a controller that did not look pristine. Or not pristine, like some general wear and tear, that's fine. I mean, like, you know, if there's crumbs or stains or like greasiness on it, that would just gross me out. Like, I would not want to touch a controller at a friend's house that looked like that.
Nice try.
Chopsticks would definitely get around it. Leo is a germaphobe. Leo is certainly a germaphobe, Saudi. That he is. Welcome to the stream.
There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home.
Where's the third patch of the flowers? Oh, it's back that way? But yeah, I actually, so, you know, like in a stream, 1 or 2 streams ago, I was saying, I think it was last stream, I was saying I was considering doing, like, just a tier list stream, where, like, you guys could suggest, like, oh, do a tier list for this type of food, or this type of thing, or whatever, yada yada. Like, yeah, I could definitely do that. But the other type of stream like that I was thinking about doing is, like, quizzes. Like, personality quizzes type things. Like, all that type of stuff. And I just took one yesterday because I saw it pop up on my feed, and it was like, how much of a... God, what was it called? It was called like the food disgust quiz.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Essentially, like,
I've had my fill of goblins.
I guess studies have shown that when it comes to food, there's like 8 distinct areas that you could put the disgust that people have with food into. I think I might have it. So the 8 categories that people can be disgusted by food in are animal flesh, insect contaminants, vegetables, fish, fruit, mold, human contaminants, and hygiene. And I sent the quiz to like my friend group chat, and I was by far the person with the highest level of disgust for things. Like, I will tolerate the least when it comes to stuff with food. And I guess that would probably just extend to in general. Like, one of the specific things that I remember it asking was like, how do you feel about other people touching your food? Personally, I don't like it. If somebody touches my food before me, like with their bare skin, like their hand touching it, I don't want to eat it. I will make exceptions. I'm better now than I was a few years ago. Like, if there's a bowl of nachos, like we're out at a restaurant, we order nachos, or we're like hanging out as a group and there's a bowl of nachos, I'm fine if we're all eating from the same bowl. I am not fine with double dipping. Like, if you're dipping it in some salsa or something.
I found your flowers.
Another thing was like, how do you feel about a hair in your food?
I don't remember these.
Personally, it's revolting. Doesn't matter if it's my hair or somebody else. If it's my hair, I care a little bit less. But if it's somebody else's hair, I don't even want to eat it anymore. Like, it is horrific. I can't stand it. But the rest of my friends were like, eh. You know, I like... Well, one of my friends was very similar to me in being grossed out by, like, mold and, like, hygiene stuff. I was a little more grossed out with the human stuff, like the hair or whatever. But for me, the things that were highest, it was like a trifecta of mold, human contaminants, and hygiene. Like, all of those are nasty. Fruit and, like, animal stuff, I was more lenient with, and vegetables. And then fish and insect contaminants, I was, like, in the middle. Alright, so with this side quest, we get increased potency with consumables like potions. Oh, that was a good side quest to do that. Looking real fancy with those fingers sticking up above the controller to prevent touching it. Yeah. It must look stupid, but like, I can't help it. Just how I'm wired. I usually pause, eat a bunch of chips, close the bag, wash my hands, then continue. Depends what I'm playing. Usually I do the thing with it's just like, I keep playing if I can, just with like my non-dominant fingers, and then I wipe them off on a napkin, rinse them off, whatever. How do you compare things like animal flesh and human contamination, like you know what stuff? Seems like apples and oranges. They're just different categories of like types of things that could gross people out. So like the human contamination was people touching your food, like a hair in your food. I think one of the examples it gave was like if a chef, or not even a chef, somebody cooking a pot of soup, right? And they take a spoon, like you're mixing it with a big wooden spoon, right? And you scoop some of it out to taste test it in the spoon. And then you keep using that spoon to stir it. Personally, I think that's gross. If I'm the one cooking it, I would care less. If somebody else is cooking it, and they taste test it with the spoon, and then keep stirring with that spoon, it makes me not want to eat it. But that's where the germaphobe in me is coming into play. That's why hygiene is so high on my, like, or hygiene, human contaminants, whatever. That's why it's so high on my list of just things that gross me out. For the animal contaminants, I think it was stuff like, you don't mind a little bit of, like, red in your steak. Like, you're okay if it's a little bloody. I don't want it well done, but I like it, like, medium well, medium. Between medium and medium well. Which is a little red. It's not super red, but it's a little red. So, like, I'm okay with it there. Like a burger. Like, it doesn't have to be completely well done. I'm okay with a little red. So that's why that wasn't as high for me. I don't remember all of the questions, but there were 8 categories, and I think it was like 32 questions, or maybe it was 24. So there were 3 to 4 questions for every category. You don't know what the categories are while you're doing it, but afterwards, and you see it, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. I would just take the hair out. If you think none of your food has ever been messed with, you're joking. I just move on, but I know most people can't. Yeah, like, objectively, I understand that. It's... For me, it's if I don't see it, it's okay. If a chef is cooking my food and they're plating it and a piece of hair falls onto it, and then they take the hair off, that's fine because I don't know it was there. The problem is if I see it, then it needs to go and I get grossed out. Like, objectively, especially with fast food and stuff, I understand stuff is not going to be super clean all the time. But as long as I'm not aware of it, and I don't have to see it and acknowledge it and think about it, then it's okay. Out of sight, out of mind. That's the saying, right? But as soon as I'm aware of it, then it's a problem. Is it like a passive ability? Yes, passive ability. I think I was skipping through the conversation pretty fast because I was skimming it, but it was basically the flower that we got for that side quest had medicinal properties. So the botanist or whatever was able to apply that to my potions to make them stronger. You have to be careful with food at restaurants. Who knows what they do to your food, right? Always look up reviews before you go to restaurants. I always do. Well, okay, I won't if it's like a place that my friends or my family like and go to and they recommend it. They're like, oh, this place is good. Then it's fine. But if I'm looking up somewhere new that I'm thinking about going, I always look up reviews. If it's for me, it's fine. But I'm careful to make sure I don't do stuff like that in courtesy of others, but it's not a big deal if others do that stuff. If you eat out, it's kind of unavoidable statistically. Yeah, definitely. It just comes back to, again, like what you just said in the newest one. What you don't know can't hurt you. Exactly. It's only an issue once I know of it. But this quiz is being taken with the assumption that you do know about it. Well done is the way to go. I feel like if you go well done, you have to have like a good sauce with it. Because when it's well done, it's a little drier. You lose some of like the juiciness that you have if it's like a medium well or a medium. I can eat well done. I've done it plenty of times, but like I'm gonna want something to like dip the meat in. Like if it's a burger and it's well done, that's totally fine. Because you have ketchup, you have mustard, you have like other toppings. If it's a well done steak and you're just eating it straight up, I feel like I would need some type of sauce with the steak.
Might I interest you in some swansdown?
Just some linen. 2
Apologies, but your items, they were
Why
due
not?
to arrive on a caravan from Buckland. My mother thinks it might be bandit.
It usually is.
Yes. Wait.
Going to find it.
Oh.
Of course, it can't be that simple. I'm gonna have to go down there. There's gonna be, oh my god, 460 meters away. Are you kidding? Oh my, I can't even fast travel there. Okay, I'm going to go in here. I'm gonna switch it from action focused to story focused because that makes the combat easier. And I would like if those fights didn't take quite as long moving forward. So let's see. With this side quest, I want to see if it actually is noticeable.
Ready, go?
Born ready.
Faster!
Vamonos. No quest is ever as easy as you think it is. Yeah. Gone are the days of, hey, here's a letter. Can you deliver it to my friend in this other city? And then that being the end of it. No, now it's, oh yeah, can you deliver it to my friend in the city? Oh, the friend isn't here. They just went out. They should be back soon. You can go look for them if you want. And you go look for them, and then there's like a blood spot on the ground, and you're like, oh no, something must have happened. And then you have to like trace the blood somewhere, and then yada. I'm like, oh my god, man, I just want to deliver the letter.
That damn bird's a menace.
Thanks, Gal.
Okay, so it wasn't bandits. They got attacked by a bird.
Who's gonna buy my wares now?
But they hardly.
Is there some?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be.
But it was you who stepped into.
Only after that feather-brained. I demand recompense, be it in coin.
These goods.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way.
Did someone from the market send you?
So the fool has protection. Oi, killer! It's time.
It was bandits. Wow.
I told you not to call me that.
As I told one of your customers.
All right, killer.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Let's try.
All right, let's try out this new ability we got. Oh boy. Eat this. I mean, it doesn't really feel like it's going that much faster. Either they're severely understating what kind of bird it was, or it's a crazy as heck bird. I think it was that guy intentionally jumped in front of the chocobo who was pulling that cart. And that was the bird he was talking about. It's like the people who would intentionally jump in front of a car to try collecting on insurance. Maybe it is going faster. Ow. See ya, killer. Bye-bye. Give me that XP.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work. My shipment is safe, and my...
We can speak of that once you're safe in...
Alright, fast travel there. A company quest, or like escort quest, by far the worst kind of quest ever created. I don't know what people were thinking. Having you escort an NPC that moves at the pace of a snail.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be...
I'll be honest, it felt shorter. Not sure if it's just this fight. Yeah, we have to give it a shot in more fights.
If you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment.
Especially because next,
I almost forgot.
it'll be main story again.
Suppose you'd be wanting your linen.
So that'll be a real
You'll
test.
be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with... I've also added a few extra lengths of our free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
Yeah, she's just flirting with you, Clive. Come on.
Then. Now it's back to...
Alright. Let's redeem the side quest and then main quest.
Clive, sorry.
Don't worry, I believe...
There you go.
There's Let's see, what's this? I don't recall all. If that devilit of a draper expects me to pay.
You needn't worry on that score. I can always return them.
Oh no! Oh, there's no need to be hasty. I'm sure. Speaking of which,
What's most to my liking? Anything black.
This one?
I pretty much always wear black.
have a mind to give a piece
IRL.
to Jill.
Oh,
Did you know
to
she's
Jill,
quite a
huh?
little seamstress.
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons. Oh, that.
Not quite. When my father put down the uproar, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure.
She's an honest. I could tell, you know. I'd offered to sew her something, but she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does.
Don't take it the wrong way.
Oh. We'll see us.
Gonna give me a new outfit for Jill as a reward? No? Okay. That's fine, I guess. What have you got to say to me, Otto? Oh, but you have something for me, Mr. Moogle? Hello? Ah, I got a new one here. The Secret. A stronger Minotaur.
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmax to open up. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place. We'd know if you set on going.
Understood.
I wear a dark bottom and a Luke bright top, like a green or red or orange, depends on the sun cover. That's usually another thing that I'll do. Like, I like black in general. Like, black jeans are my #1 go-to. Anybody who knows me, if we're gonna hang out, as long as it's not like 90+ degrees, you can probably expect me to be wearing black jeans every single time. And then I have a bunch of black tops. Like, I have a couple black sweatshirts, a lot of black t-shirts, mostly because they're all like band t-shirts. But outside of those, I also like the Luke warm colors. Like, I have a lot of like medium blues, like not bright blue, not like navy blue, but like in between bright and navy. I have some whites. I just like a white t-shirt with black jeans. Like, that's simple. It looks nice. I like maroon as well.
My favorite pupil. Let's see now. Well, this is a surprise.
You know what they say?
We're going to Rosalith to do.
Whoa there. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost.
What do you mean I have to know the whole history, man? I just want to go beat this guy up.
Let us begin with the story.
I've had enough of history.
Or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title.
Oh, I can't even skip it. It's an unskippable cutscene.
On commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted.
I didn't mean skip it. I meant like fast forward through it and skim it like I usually do. Alright, history lesson time, everybody.
Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense. A fact he has used to his considerable advantage.
So he is the Titan.
Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single
Haven't
ship.
heard chopping at the bit. It's an idiom for like 15 years.
He wants your head.
I haven't heard it for a long time
So
either.
he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
It's kind of funny how, like, hearing a certain line or a certain, like, sound or song, smelling something, seeing something, like, how it can just trigger such, like, a primally nostalgic feeling, or, like, such a strong flashback.
When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of their citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was, and they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglect. So tell me, pupil mine.
The north. We cross the northern border, Nif, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital.
A little local knowledge goes a long way.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh.
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine.
All right. We should be on.
Lead on.
Lead on, lead on, lead on, lead on. What is that from? It's a song. Man, laying quite the siege here.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
YuGiOh and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
I dropped a chip and I can't find it.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
It might be a TikTok audio, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely a song from something. But, like, where the voice keeps getting higher and higher each time they say lead on. I think that's a TikTok audio. Oh.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Jill's right. Get your revenge. Hello, Torgal. Capital punishment. Like, I can think of how the tune of the overall song goes too, but
it's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
because he wants to kill you, dude. You killed his bae.
We can get through here.
How would you react if somebody killed Jill? Probably the same way.
Murderers!
And there's only one way to take punishment.
I'm not aiming at you. I'm aiming at you. No! What is with this auto aim? Yeah, I'm gonna auto aim at the guy behind me who I'm not looking at instead of the one right in front of me. That makes sense. I wish they didn't have this mechanic. I could have done without that. Okay. Keep on moving. We got YuGiOh to take down. Oh no.
I yield! I yield!
That's like a war crime right there. Well, maybe not, because they weren't civilians. I don't really know.
Gentlemen!
Yeah, let's all stand here and look tough. Yeah, yeah.
You won't escape.
I'll do whatever I want. Come on, get up. Get up. Oh, wait, you can't.
Cut them down! With me, men! For the Emperor!
Oh.
Out of our way!
You cast Protect on that dog? Come on, man. I'm sorry, Doge. I am sorry, but nobody is safe. Can you stop casting Protect on things? The Chip Goblin took it. Am I the Chip Goblin? I do like chips. I can't deny it. That would be a good tier list too, actually. Chips. There's so many different brands and flavors. And just styles of chips. It's blocked off. Huh, if it isn't Sid. Shut up, Stoneheadsman. What kind of name is that? Stoneheadsman. How you like this? Oh, you didn't? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, are you gonna get staggered again? Oh, that's so sad. How about this? All right. Hello, Ved. Welcome to the stream. Good to hear you're home. Was it today you had that dentist appointment? How'd that go? I just had one yesterday. Actually, it might have been Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. I had one Tuesday.
Get out of my city or die! This
Get out of my city or die! Come on, I'm trying to kill your boss over here. Get out. "30 minutes for everything? Nice. Fast appointments are always good. Eat this! Ugh. See ya.
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
To long-lasting teeth. That's all you can hope for, man. I've had way too many fillings for one lifetime. I don't want any more. Preferably no more fillings, no more root canals. I mean, if it needs to be done, I would rather just get it over with faster, so I don't have to deal with it. But obviously, the less that you need to do, the better. Stay down. The dude like turns into a screamo guy when he says that. So many of them are protected, man. All right, how would you guys like a taste of this? Come on, take out the freaking mages. Teeth are so annoying. Yeah. I mean, God bless them for letting us chow down on so many tasty foods. But I could do without fillings. It's also a little unfortunate that like teeth have nerves in them and can actually feel stuff. Because pretty much the only time that a tooth is gonna feel something is pain. Like teeth don't feel pleasure, you know? Like, it just hurts if something happens to them, and that's it. Which, you know, they say pain isn't necessarily a bad thing for that reason, because it lets you know that something is wrong and needs to be fixed, but, like, still stinks that they hurt.
Set her loose.
Set her loose. Who's her? The big beast? Oh, yeah.
They have a curl.
Don't think it'll end soon for me. For the third time, my dentist has 2 more teeth left to do. Teeth feel cold. Oh, like you have the sensitivity to cold? That's actually happening to me on one of my teeth. That's partially the reason that I went on Tuesday. it's like a two-sided thing. It hurts if I choose something hard right on that tooth, and it feels kind of sensitive to cold. Now, the last time that happened, I ended up needing a root canal, which is why I was like getting antsy about going, because I assumed it would be a root canal or a cavity, but luckily it doesn't seem like it's going that way right now. I don't know, we'll see. But I was in that same place as you recently, Bed. Like, I think it was 2021. I basically had a filling every month for the whole year, or like every other month. And every time it was like, all right, you know, we just did this one, only a couple left to go. But it felt like every single time I was going, they were saying only a couple left to go. I was like, when is it over? The cold sensitivity is super annoying though. Like, I notice it a lot. Like, if I'm eating fruit and I chew down right on that tooth, I'm like, ah! Like, it doesn't hurt, it just feels cold. So it's like uncomfortable.
It's building up to something.
Press the attack, press the attack! Make it stop. We don't want it to do it. There we go.
Then let's make this count.
Sucks, man. It's not the most fun, but unfortunately that's just life. Sometimes you're gonna have situations like that. Come on, Jill, hit it. Hit it. Why are you walking away? Hit it. Hit it. Come on. You're just standing here, man. What the fuck? Now you hit it when it comes back up? Why don't you help me? My God, dude. GG. North America is one of the few countries that push an extreme standard of oral hygiene, and that's why other countries with teeth perceived as worse or bad are actually at the same standard as North America. I know North America is not a country, I meant the countries within North America. Region is probably a better word. Region could work, yeah. I don't really know how teeth in other countries are. I know that, like, the stereotype in, like, the UK is the teeth are a little crooked for some reason. I don't really know if that's like a genetics thing or if it's even true or what. Because I went to London, I don't really remember noticing much. But I also wasn't really looking at people's mouths.
Jill!
We meet at last.
Oh, it's YuGiOh.
Or should I say Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you.
How'd you sneak up on us?
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what
Yeah, it looks great.
With the place?
Good job, YuGiOh.
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Can't activate her powers like that, I assume.
Fuck.
Now, on to the festivities.
Torgal hiding. Torgal's gonna save the day.
That's just great.
Oh, Gav
that
is there too.
I suppose it's up to me then.
Alright, Gav, you and Torgal. That's true, they don't care as much about teeth looking nice, so few people get orthodontics like braces and such. It's a cultural thing, not saying it that it's bad either. Yeah, I know braces are really, really common here. I never had them. I actually had them recommended on Tuesday, though, just because one of my teeth, like, one of my top left molars, it grew in at a 90-degree angle for some reason, so it's just sideways. Like, it hasn't caused a problem, but, like, it is 90 degrees, and they're like, oh, you know, there's a certain type of, it was called, like, something necrosis. So it's like it kills part of the tooth or something, but by doing it, it rotates it, and then it just lets it slightly get back into place. But, like, you know, I'm 26. Like, do I really want to get a braces at 26, even if it's just a few teeth? Probably not.
Lord Kupka commands your presence.
You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Nice job, Gav.
Gav!
Waiting for the JoJo's to be continued. Hopefully not.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know.
I refuse to believe that anything will happen to Jill or Clive before they get together.
In the courtyard.
Shit.
32 degrees Celsius today? That sounds very hot. That's boiling, right? It's like the equivalent of 90 whatever here in the US. I think it was 90 here for us actually as well.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
98? Ooh. That is very hot. I feel for you, Ved. I hope you have a good AC or good fans or something. I had braces for 4 years, still have wires on the top and bottom. On the inside, small and unnoticeable. They're really common, yeah.
I have to get to the courtyard.
They've always said, though, like, or my dentists have always said that I have very nice teeth, thankfully, even with that one that grew in at the 90-degree angle for whatever reason. So... and I had like one impacted something on the bottom, I think. They say it will be short. My time was a few months, then it was 4 years. You'll have them way longer than you think, and then they'll tell you, yeah. Yeah, no thanks. Nope, we have a small pond.
Don't you let her die.
At least you could like dip your feet into it or something. Or if it's big enough that you could actually like sit in it like a small pool. Come on, you can't behead Jill in front of me.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Hey, Torgal! He's waiting for the cue. It's like, tell me when you want, and I'll sick him. He's gonna hit the guy with swinging the axe. All right, we're all charging in. Let's go, squad. What the hell is that? He like aetherized himself or something?
Jill, can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast.
I don't even know what that word is. Alright, squad.
Much obliged.
Stay close.
5x4, 1.2 deep in the middle. That's not bad.
Thank you.
That's big enough that you could get inside and like soak in it. Repass. Like repass.
Everyone, with me. That includes you, Torgal.
See ya, loser. Whoa. Like the word that you just sent, like repost, but with an A instead of an O. Gav is a good comic relief.
I can try.
Old Middle English derived from Latin to feed, meaning a meal. Used lots in the 1800s, not so much now. Yeah, I guess that explains why I have never heard the word then.
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
How many waves of enemies is there gonna be?
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come.
Bro, I'm passed out. Pull him down. Eat this. This guy feels like he's taking a while. No, actually, he's about to die. Yeah, if he didn't hit the guy a single time over here with him? Are you kidding me? I like that. GG. A lot of XP for that, damn. All right, Hugo, your turn.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that... And they won't stop hunting us until Coop...
Go on.
All right.
Oh boy, the me versus Hugo duel to the death. And then I can steal his iconic power as well as the Titan.
I promise you, Sid. You'll die by my hand.
Late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy.
He's gonna destroy the throne.
Rosaria.
Punch it into pieces.
A realm without a ruler. An army.
Torgal's just standing there, a mythical beast. He is truly the best boy.
Kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
Wow, I totally didn't see that coming.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body.
Actually, I killed her.
If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you.
Mm-hmm.
You killed her.
I did.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it to dust. Hear me, Rosefield!
Thanos? He has a very similar facial shape. I wonder if it was the same, like, actor. Or, like, mocap actor.
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them.
Just put on lava armor.
You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy.
This time, you learned what becomes of those who dare to cross me.
Cross! I'll kill you! Too slow.
Another good boss fight theme. The music in this game is just so... I think every stream I say it at some point. The music is so good.
Too slow. To me, Flame!
The dude just tried fisting me. Gonna be quite the fight, yeah. Such is the boss battle, I guess. I was kind of expecting him in like his big Titan form though. And me as a freak. Maybe that would be like a second phase after this.
You will die by my hand, prostitute. My hatred for you is unending. And yield then. Let this palace be your grave.
What? Oh, shit.
I'm not sure, Ved, but yeah, I'm seeing emojis show up fine. Hey, he's just his normal self now. Totally agreed that the sound production on this one is off the charts. I actually was reading an article recently about the sound design in this game, where they have it like actually monitoring what you're doing in the game and actively adapting to it. Which I thought was very interesting. My only qualm with like the sound in it is that it seems like the voices are not quite loud enough. Like the music kind of drowns them out. But other than that, it is like peak. Uh-oh. Ow. This dude's air juggling me. What is this, Street Fighter? No, not again. Alright, you know what time it is, Clive. Let him have it. My emojis are huge in the chat for some reason. I sent in the Discord general. Weird, it looks okay on my end. I'll rip out your heart? That's kind of extreme. Oh, he got big. I barely got out in time. He just regenerated his whole bar. I like that, Hugo. Oh boy. Nothing you could do about that one. This is it for you, Hugo. Or not. His health bar seems to kind of be stagnating right about there. He's literally one shot, Clive. Come on. Of Clive's Ifrit voice effect, I wish humans had more complex vocal tracks and could do things like mimic sounds and layer their voices or produce two true tones at once. That would be cool. But yeah, the voice acting is very, very good as well. I mean, the game has been very strong all around. Plot armor's got to do his cool attacker monologue before you defeat him. True. One spit away. One anything. One flick away. Are we gonna go our, like, full-on forms now? Titan versus Ifrit? Oh boy, cut off his hands. I don't know, Clive brought a sword to a hand fight right there. Are you actually insulted by that after everything your mom did? Oh, you're absorbing his power now.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
So is he trying to like use the last of his strength to just cave this place in on top of me? I guess that counts as acting fast. Yeah. It's like if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you down with me.
I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get
Ooh.
yourself worked up.
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Huh?
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, Luda scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
There he is.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I.
Dad says YuGiOh goes home. Now the question is, who's dad?
I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans lot. In pile audits.
That's probably who the mysterious person was then. He's from them.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
Sleepy
we go
pupper.
back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Calm cat, rational,
Aye.
level-headed response.
Alright. Well, give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Still just blows my mind that they built castles like that so long ago, before modern technology. Like, every time I think about the crazy architecture from hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, I'm just like, how? That's so impressive. They had nothing else to do. I guess, yeah. Playing cards?
Just look at the state of you.
Rolling balls
You're
around.
more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into YuGiOh's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Alright, so I guess Jill leaves the party for the time being. I've obtained a portion of the Titan. Okay, not all of it. Fends off most incoming attacks. That's a really good AoE one. Alright, I'm going to swap this one because I don't really like this. I'll take the tornado one. Yeah, it seems like it because they said a portion. But at the same time, like, I can't transform into the other two either. Like, I just take their abilities. And it did take their abilities still. But it said a portion, which I still don't understand. Because if I look at the abilities here, I can still access all of them. Like in the other ones. Maybe it's a story lock thing. Like you explained via the working, but still allowing you to use its abilities whenever we get new power. Yeah. Still new powers. I don't know if I'm actually going to use any of them, though. Like, this counter one is pretty handy. But I don't know if I want to replace anything I currently have. So based on the layout, looks like there's probably going to be 1, 2, 3 more that we'll get. The whole, like, the thing where you can assign it to any icon is, like, I think probably where it gets to the peak of the combat stuff, because if you can do that, then I could, like, assign a Titan one to my Wind one, or vice versa. Which would give you a lot more options, but, like, you have to upgrade and master it to do that, and that's a lot of points.
All of the nobles made it out alive.
Alright, let's see what this new letter I got is.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
I'll probably end it here. I feel like this is a good spot. After having just fought Kupka and won for the time being. It's like I would like to play more, but I was feeling kind of iffy for a lot of the day. And I'm tired, so probably a good idea to rest up and sleep in and see if that helps. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. True. Well said, Jill. Well said. Alright, let's save. So what mission did we just start there? Bolts from the Blue? And according to the list here, that is number 32 out of 49. We're getting there. Sounds good. Every adventurer needs their rest. Yeah. That we do. That we do. Can't be saving VTubers on no sleep. I assume nothing new, but I just want to check.
Or pleasure. Go on then.
Would also like to restock on my potions, so I don't have to remember to do that next time.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Yeah, still all the same stuff.
reckon I can find a buyer.
Could get a lot of money if I sold these equip items that I'm not using. I'll have to think about that.
You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
Alright, sell all the stuff that is just marked as valuables and not
Finished, are you?
other stuff. If you ever get a clogged nose while sleeping, you can pull your nostrils away from each other sideways and then take a deep breath. It's crazy the difference. I mean, you could do it now if you wanted. I guess it makes sense. If you're pulling them away from each other sideways, you're kind of forcing them to expand, right? And the more they expand, the better of a chance you have of taking a good breath. I guess the next time that I have a relatively stuffed nose, I'll have to try that. See if it's that noticeable of a difference. I just looked in the Discord. I see that picture you sent about how big the emojis are. That's funny. It's crazy how big they're showing up in that chat. Jeez. Rice with cheese powder and cottage roll pork? Meal master, huh? That looks good. Can't go wrong with rice. Alright. I'm going to save again now that I did that selling. Make sure we are completely up to date. Double up on the saves. It's true I do it now because most of the time we don't expand our lungs fully. Also, a lot of people don't stomach breathe, so a full stomach breath feels crazy good. Yeah, I definitely don't, but I've read about it kind of recently. They say, like, for, like, orators, people who speak a lot for, like, their work or just in general, people who sing, like, you really need to be good at the stomach breathing. Because it helps you with, like, deeper, fuller breaths, and also I think it's less taxing on your throat or something like that, which makes sense, you know, if you're a singer or you're a live streamer or, you know, you give speeches all the time, you really need to make sure that your throat stays healthy. And vocal cords. Like Taylor Swift in her new tour, like, regardless of what you feel about her, I think she was doing like a 30 to 40 song set list every night of the tour. Now, it wasn't like every night there was a show. It was a few times a week. But still, can you imagine singing 30 to 40 songs multiple times a week in front of tens of thousands of people? Like, mad props to her. That is ridiculously impressive. It was kind of ironic, or not ironic, funny. I had read some article about that tour that she was doing where they basically said that on the days that she wasn't performing, she would just barely talk. Like, she was minimizing any talking at all. I assume to, like, try and keep her voice as pristine as she can, which I thought was funny because that's kind of what I do with streaming. Like, on the days I stream, I'm talking a lot, but I'm usually not a talkative person. So to me, it's like a lot to be talking for this much. So then on the days I don't stream, I basically try and talk as little as possible. Granted, I already don't talk a whole lot, but now I try and talk even less on the days that I'm not streaming. Double save, gotta. Brain don't trust the save of the game. I definitely don't. I mean, now they have like cloud saves, which helps, but still. I learned stomach breathing from choir. Yeah, I could see that being a good place to learn. It for sure helps, but that endurance can't be practiced. That's got to be genetic, like metal vocal singers. Some level of genetics could help, but I think, yeah, it's got to be a lot of practice and proper technique, like how to stomach breathe, how to best take care of your throat, like how to not use your throat for a lot of your talking and singing, because that's what most people do. But that wears down your vocal cords faster and puts more stress on them. So there's definitely a lot of technique and a lot of practice for sure. I think you also have to probably be pretty fit, like stamina wise. Like you have to have really good cardio. I, for one, thank you for taking one for the team on your days off stream. It's just like a typical Leo, but to an extreme in terms of the minimal talking. Like I've said before, I really don't talk unless somebody starts a conversation with me or like I need to start one. So it's just that, but even more extreme. All right. So that'll be a good place to stop. We did good. 3.5 hours. We only got through like 3 missions, but they were kind of long ones. Multiple bigger boss fight ones. Lung capacity is another big one. That can't be changed. You're born with a maximum lung size that can only decrease by smoking or trauma. Right, yeah. I don't think you can force it to expand, so learning how to properly utilize what you got. That is important. I think my phone's internal modem just died for a sec. Oh. Hopefully it's back to normal now. We made good progress. We did. Got some good boss fights in there. Couple side quests. Some chatting. A little bit of everything. But in terms of this stream, that's a good stopping point. Hopefully get a good sleep in, get some good rest in, and wake up feeling nice and refreshed, and hopefully without the headache and weird other stuff that was going on throughout the day. Had to reboot the phone. That's the best way to do it. I mean, they always make the meme like, have you tried turning it off and on again? It works so often that should always give it a shot. I wanted to delete this lower one, but then I got a little worried that I would delete this one by accident too, so I decided not to. Hope you have a good night, and hope you feel better. Thank you, Master. I hope you have a good night as well. I'm feeling better now than earlier today, at the very least. So hopefully, like, the morning and early afternoon was not great. To the point where I was thinking about canceling the stream. But then I was like, I'll try and power through. I'll see how it's going. I took a nap. I had some dinner. Still felt a little iffy close to 8. But I was like, it's close enough. I'll give it a shot. I think it worked out. I'm definitely feeling better now than I did like 4 or 5 hours ago. And definitely better than this morning. So hopefully continues trending in that direction. It was displaying that it's uploading, but no LTE symbol. Oh, yeah. If you don't have the LTE symbol, I think that, like, no Wi-Fi or LTE symbol, not a good sign. Switching airplane mode did nothing. Yeah, that's my go-to as well before I try doing a reboot. Thanks for streaming, but don't push yourself if you don't feel well. Yeah, I'm definitely not the type of person to do that. So no worries there, Master. If I didn't feel well enough to not, I would have canceled. Or I would have cut it short. Like, if I felt garbage, I definitely would have canceled. If I felt I probably would give it a shot and see, or maybe change the stream to something easier. And if like an hour in, I'm still not really feeling it, then I would probably just end. But yeah, luckily felt well enough to continue on for a good length stream, close to 4 hours, which is right around my average. I'm like between 3.5 and 4 hours is my average length, I think. I was looking at it recently. I forget the exact number. But yes, like I always tell you guys, prioritize yourself. Prioritize your personal agenda and needs and health and all of that before engaging in streams and other media and stuff. I don't feel too great either. Chest hurts a bit after the bus. I'm sorry to hear it, Ved. Hopefully, I know it's like the middle of the day for you. Or I guess it's like evening? It wouldn't be night yet, right? Hopefully, throughout the rest of the day, at least, you're able to relax. And hopefully, I know that you said you haven't been sleeping great either, but hopefully you get at least a decent sleep in and you feel better tomorrow. It's better now? That's good. That's good. Oh, so it was bad after the bus, but it's okay now. Worse when I just got off the bus. I feel like the air quality, especially around public transport, not great. Like there's so many people there who are all breathing. You don't know what you're breathing in, like the exhaust fumes from the public transport, like definitely worse than just being at home. Almost couldn't breathe. Oh man, that sounds really bad. Why is Ved on a bus? He was earlier, not right now. Took a bus to go to a dentist appointment, I believe. Hello, Cammy. Welcome to the stream. Just in time to catch me saying goodbye and good night. Yeah, normally on these Thursday ones, I would be pretty open to going a little later. Like, I think last time I played until like 2 or 2:30 in the morning or something. But yeah, feeling pretty tired right now. Was not feeling great earlier in the day. Feeling better now than earlier, but probably in my best interest to try and get a nice sleep in to make sure that I'm shaking off whatever it was that was hitting me this morning. Tired, are we? Staying up late, always sleep. I really should. I really should. I've said it a couple times. I really need to get the Tuesday ones under control. The Tuesday streams, I mean. Like, because Wednesday's an in-office day. I try to wake up at 6 o'clock. I try to be in the office at 7. And on those Tuesday streams, like, if basically anything that goes past, like, 11:30 is putting me in a bad spot in the morning. And I've said it before, like, it's my fault. Like, if I decide to keep streaming because I'm looking for a good ending spot or whatever, then, you know, that's on me. But a lot of time, like, I'm coming up on 6 months now, and for a lot of those Tuesday ones, I've been very, very lax with, like, I'll keep playing, I'll keep doing this and that. And then I go until midnight, 1 a.m. And then when I wake up on Wednesday morning, I am just a wreck. So I really, 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 on the Tuesday ones specifically, need to be like at 11 o'clock, I'm like wrapping things up. At 11:15, I'm done. So I can try and be in bed or getting ready for bed around like 11:30. But I've also been saying that for like a month now, and I still haven't been doing it. So who knows? We'll see. I have been in a very bad habit of staying up too late, though. Like, even on the non-streaming nights, like, I'll be up until 1 or 2. I was pretty good about, like, 11 to midnight is my bedtime for quite a while, and fell off very, very badly. Hard to obtain discipline is, Yoda. Yoda is very correct with that powerful quote. Easy to imagine wanting to do it or needing to do it. Hard to actually do it. I don't know if Yoda actually said that. Never seen Star Wars. Highly recommend it. Good series. What happened this morning? I just had like a pretty consistent headache most of the day. My stomach felt a little off, and I was really, really tired. Like just straight up exhausted for pretty much the entire day. Like I ended up working from home, and I was having a hard time keeping my eyes open for like at least half the workday. I ended up logging off early so I could just take a nap because I was just dying. Like I was falling asleep at my desk. I couldn't do it. So combine that with like the headache and the stomach feeling off, and I was like, like nothing really. I mean, my head kind of hurt, but like for the most part, it wasn't really like pain I was in. It was more just like discomfort and feeling exhausted. And then I kind of had a second wind around 8 or so, which is convenient because that's when the stream started. Do the Family Guy Star Wars episodes count? I wouldn't say they count, but I've seen 1 or 2 of them. They follow the story somewhat. I'll head out then. Good night, Leo. Have a nice sleep. Thank you, Cammy. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a good sleep as well. End of stream spiel. Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern is Master Detective Archives. Continuing that again. Beginning chapter 1. And Sunday, 2 p.m. Master Duel. Last day of the season. So just gonna try and I think grind ranked as much as I can and see how far up I can get. I made it to Plat 5 last time, and then I went nowhere because I got slaughtered in my last few games of the stream, which reset me back to the beginning of Plat 5. So I have my work cut out for me, but we'll see. More like me Detective Archives and me Duel. Yeah. If you were the one streaming, you could definitely spin it that way. The Master War God Detectives and the Master War God Duel. All right. So that's the end of the stream. Thank you all very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the missions that we got through and the chats and everything else. I appreciate your time as always. Like I said, Saturday Master Detective and Sunday Master Duel. If you are lurking and not currently in the Discord and are interested, the invite link is in the description of the stream. And otherwise, I think that's it for this one. Save one more time just to be extra, extra safe. And with that, I am Leo Lovelace, scientist VTuber from the future. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night and a great sleep. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.